This is part 2 of our car brand ranking. If you didn't see the first video, please go check that out before this.
So I owned one of these Hyundais that people talk about. It ran out of oil a lot.
Every day, it ran out of oil. Every day.
I had to fill it with 4 quarts of oil every 2 weeks.
True story. We discovered this when I was doing an oil change on his car. I said, hey, Ty. He's like, yeah? This isn't a lot of oil coming out of your car. F tier. Hyundais are awful. Never buy one. I genuinely believe Ferrari's dropping an S tier. Ferrari has set the standard for supercars. They always have, they always will. They have set the standard for absolutely everything. Ferrari is the reason why a lot of supercar companies exist.
You would put it S?
Yes. The whole story with Ford.
A lot of history in auto manufacturing has derived from Ferrari. That's for some reason.
Ford.
I like Ford.
We have a Ford owner in this room.
I have notes on Ford. Let's talk about the positives for a second. Positives are the price.
Yes, they are one of the best. Okay, time out. I can't speak.
You will get your turn to speak. He's very biased about this.
He kills crowds.
He does. Positives of Ford is the price. 2024, you can buy a GT Mustang for $45,000. That has 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds. That is a 5-liter, I mind you, a 5-liter V8, naturally aspirated, making 480 horsepower. That is ridiculous.
You know what? That's what America's great for. Nowhere else in the world are you getting cheap power like that.
People are buying these actually at MSRP and lower right now.
Yeah. The Mustang was the first pony car. It wasn't the first muscle car. Argue with me in the comments. But Ford has always and will always set the bar. They set the golden standard for muscle and pony cars. Ford is that company. Ford is the main character. Other positives are the S550 community are really nice to each other. Keyword each other. Welcome to the negatives of Ford. First negative, the S550 community. That is, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, the worst community in the history of car communities. Any S550 owner, if you bring up any car, they will tell you why it's better. S550 owners will tell S650 owners that their car is slow. Can somebody make that make sense in the comments? Everyone talks about in this community of how the 10R80 is the greatest thing ever. It is a 10-speed that is the worst 10-speed on the market. That is the most unreliable 10-speed you can buy. Coyotes are unreliable. I am saying it. Coyotes are unreliable. They're not pushrod V8s. That's also why they are so good at making power, because they're not pushrods, but that's also their biggest flaw. Can you make this much power on a stock block and have an 8-second quarter mile? I don't care. The Ford GTD, everyone loves to talk about it. Ford doesn't make it. You can't just go and pick one up. You can with the Z06 and you will with the ZR1, not the GTD. Your 5.0 is a copy and paste build and sucks. And guess what? That's the only thing Ford is known for right now, is the Mustang.
Where do you want to put it? Because look, they're still committed to this V8. Who else is making V8s?
If there was a level between D and F, I would put it there. The 5.0 at the end of the day is an amazing car. It is. It's the community that killed it.
I would put it at C tier.
I
You gotta defend Ford.
Okay, look, listen, I'm not here because I'm going to be called a Ford fanboy and all for defending, but I think it should at least get a C tier. Like, come on. Okay, as a buyer, I was looking for a sports car. Well, I went into a muscle car, but a car that is fast, entry level, I can afford for the price. I mean, you're getting a nice V8. With my next car, I wanted technology was like the biggest thing. This thing went above and beyond my expectations of my next car. The only thing that kills it right now is the tunability. You can't tune it.
All right.
I would put it at A or B.
I would put it at F or D. I think Tyler should be the final answer. As somebody who has nothing to do with the Ford community.
I'll meet you guys both in the middle. How do we feel about a high-end C tier?
Yeah, like a high-end C.
I don't think I've ever been more excited for a next brand in my life.
Piece of shit Mopar.
This is Dodge. We have a Dodge owner in the room.
We do. Dodge Charger Challengers, they sit on a Mercedes platform that's been a thing since the 90s. That's why they're so heavy. The 5.7 has been in production since 2005, but it's got eagle heads in 2011, which bumped the power from 350 to 385, I think. 6.4s came out, you got the 6.1 Hemis. Dodge makes cool cars. The issue is the community. I drive a 5.7, an RT. My car is pretty much bone stock. I've beaten scats because they have no idea how to drive. In my very biased opinion, I think that the 5.7 is the most slept on platform to build off of for muscle cars. If I'm bashing Ford for this, I have to bash Dodge for it too. I think Dodge also deserves flat in the middle C tier.
At the end of the day, they're V8 muscle cars. They're American made, and there's only so much you can hate on that. I would put it at a D because everyone steals them. I know that's like... It's
And
like
how was Chevy at B? The number one stolen car is the Camaro.
B. Ford. B.
Where would you put Dodge?
I would put it at C. Love them or hate them. In 2015 came out the Hellcat. That was the most powerful sedan ever. It was the fastest sedan ever. And at the time, dealers were selling for around $50,000. That is unheard of. Ladies and gentlemen, guess who owns a Subaru? This dude!
Oh, I would love to start off with the WRX. And this is the thing, when I was looking for a car, entry level, I'll give it to them. Entry level pricing for a BRZ.
The current WRX is a joke.
Yeah,
Subaru has been trying to kill it. The BRZ, on the other hand, I like it. I was thinking about getting it.
I know all these WRX guys, I see them, they have these exhausts on their cars. They all sound the same. I don't care about the Subi Rumble. Loud, obnoxious, fart cannons. Like, everyone gets a WRX that's old, beat the shit, used, and pulls up the meets and think they're a car enthusiast and can have rights to talk shit on other people's cars.
I like the Subaru Rumble. I think it sounds cool.
That is the best sounding four-cylinder.
Probably, actually, yeah.
They all suck. It's that price range of like a G30, whatever. What these young kids pull up in, and it's a stick. Yeah, that's cool.
They are still producing manuals.
Yeah. WRX is a rally car. I hate that people drop it. I think a lifted WRX with half-terrain tires would be the coolest thing ever, and nobody does it. WRX and the BRZ are two different communities. I have a problem with WRX owners, not BRZ owners.
I think the community is extremely deep. You have two enormous East Coast events every year.
If it was in my backyard, I wouldn't even look out my window.
I don't want to hear all fart cannons in my backyard.
No, it's
Subi Rumble! Like,
I think it deserves a D.
I completely agree. I think it should be a D.
Most of the community consists of guys racing out WRXs.
In 2024, it's still a car company that's producing manuals and manual rear-wheel drive sports cars at somewhat affordable prices. You know what though? So I am the only one in this room that's driven a WRX, a new one. For what the WRX currently is, it is a really fun, cool car.
It is.
It's so fun.
D tier.
You know what? I'm really excited to go to Subi Fest and Boxer Fest this next
Believe it or not,
year.
I would go.
You're going to see actual, real Subaru enthusiasts that know what they're doing to the platform. You're going to see unique Subaru builds. I wanted it C tier. You guys both wanted it D tier. We'll keep playing that way.
All right.
Playing that way.
BMW. You guys are assholes. BMW guys, you guys are just mean to everybody. All it needs is a downpipe and a tune. I give BMW credit because they sell the fastest car you can get for under $70,000. If you look at some specs that these cars are putting out, they are ridiculous. They do not last over 100,000 miles. Those BMWs are so friggin' unreliable, it's insane. Your M3, you're not going to have it in 10 years. For some kid to pick up, try to fix it up, and realize that they don't have that kind of money because BMW parts are more money than the friggin' car. Also, yeah, the owners are assholes. We know your car is quick. You don't gotta go around making fun of everybody, telling them that their car isn't quick.
Does anyone ever work on their own BMWs? Is that a thing?
No.
You can't.
Yeah, you can't. But BMW, in my opinion, is the second worst community to the Ford guys. I was gonna say D tier.
The other car that I would get would be the new M2. No M guy is talking crap on the internet.
The problem with the used BMW guys is they drive them and talk about them like they're brand new BMW.
Yes.
And they never call their car the name. If you guys want to gift me an E36, I appreciate it.
Hot Wheel?
Yeah, I would put BMW in D. How about you?
I wasn't thinking that low.
I was thinking C or D.
I was thinking C.
You know what? I think C because of the cars.
Is anything you move up or down? What if we took one for the team and put Subaru and Dodge at C?
Just because you guys own them, we're moving them up to C?
I can put 15 pounds of boost on my car reliably. Headers on my car.
Who's doing that?
Me!
You're
my
flexing
car
the stuff
reliably.
that you don't even have, though. I mean,
I'm not flexing miles I don't have. I'm flexing how easy the 5.7 is to work on.
Yeah, but no one else is doing that. They put on the freaking RGB headlights and then call it a day. I can't move up. And neither can Subi. I also see people online saying how, oh, my Subi, my BRZ will beat you in the corners. They all flex that.
You know what?
My
I'm okay
opinion.
putting Dodge and Subaru at C.
I think that's too biased.
Bro, but we're not even talking about the history. The history of both those companies.
This is our beautiful list. Feel free to comment on it. Feel free to flame us for it because this is...
If you guys like this video of us rating our cars, please like, but you don't have to. Also, Comment if you would make any adjustments to this tier list. I would like to know. I mean, I'm sure we would all like to know what you guys would do different. You don't have to.
Spam Pontiac at S tier in the comments. Do that.
Don't do that.
We need that.
Justice for Subaru in the comments.
Also, if you guys want to see us rank individual cars, that would be fun too.